Today, we need to fix the election reporting. The media is not doing their job anymore. We used to have an informed electorate. Now we just vote for whoever's got the best PR team. So we're going to fix that today with a technique called end sampling. In a minute, you're going to see 5 10-second clips of 2 candidates selected using end sampling. Now this sounds stupid, right? But studies prove that by watching just 10 seconds, you can rate teachers the same as if you'd spent a whole semester with them. Apparently it's all based on emotions. And I think it's fair to say, because I've heard a lot of folks on both sides say this, is we tend to vote with our hearts, not with our minds. So the best solution would be to watch the full interviews from both candidates, but I think very few people would actually take the time to do that. Politicians know this, and with consultants and the media help, they frame exactly how they want you to see them. That's where the end sampling helps. If you slice through any data set, left, right, and across the middle, you get rid of the framing that the media does. You actually see them as they are, unscripted. Now here we go, starting with the Arizona race for governor between Katie Hobbs and Kari Lake.
Jobs, because at the same time that we're experiencing this tremendous economic growth, people are still struggling. Even those employed people who can't afford housing.
We've taken plans to some of these cities for affordable housing. Lay it out and we said, we can build this for you and get a whole bunch of affordable housing. And some of the cities will come back and say, well,
Substantive conversation about the issues that Arizonans are facing that I'm talking to them every day about on the campaign trail. And I think this is a great opportunity to do that.
That's not just my word. The Arizona Supreme Court called her incompetent in her duties as Secretary of State. She just sent out 6,000 ballots.
Top 3, and so clearly we're having issues there. So yes, CTE is absolutely a solution for that, but we can't start there. And I'm going to go back.
And I plan to be that governor. I ask you for your vote. I want your business to succeed, and I want to bring other businesses in. I want to bring
Gone down to all Arizonans, and so we need to make sure that we're ensuring that every Arizona can thrive, that they have the resources and tools to get into high-paying jobs.
Give them a house, give them an apartment. They don't have to get treatment. That turns into a drug den. And a lot of times if they have children, it's a really sad, horrible situation. We've got
I think education is a good example here, and certainly the $1 billion new to our public schools is critical funding. The problem
key areas of the border, and we're going to stop people from coming across. We're going to work with the legislature to redefine what abandoned federal property is. Right now,
That's it. Now that you've watched these 10-second clips, according to the research, you should be just as prepared to judge how much you'd like them as human beings as if you'd watched them a lot longer. So good luck, and if you're interested in more about end sampling, just stay for the end. Thanks. Now, end sampling works like this. You get 3 public interviews on YouTube. You choose 10-second clips using a publicly verifiable random number to represent the start of each clip as a percentage of the video duration. I'm using the cents portion of the Dow Jones closing prices over a period of time. Don't include any clips where the candidate isn't the only speaker. And here's the key thing. Don't worry about providing context. Providing context leaves room to frame any narrative you want. We've had enough of the consultants and the media trying to frame the context for us. We can figure out the context, as you'll see quickly here. Now here are 2 of the videos that I'm going to be slicing through. These are just some random percentages, and that's how we slice into each one of these. Right now these are random numbers. I'm going to replace those right now with the last 2 cents of the last few days ending October 21st of the Dow Jones Industrial Price. And I've got that all in a spreadsheet right here. I'll go ahead and just select it right now. And I'll just paste on top of this. As we can see now, these 56%, 59, 81%, they correspond to 56 cents, 59, 81, 80, etc. from the Dow Jones Industrial. So we're not doing any tricks here. Now, let's look at our first attempt. This first video with Katie Hobbs, it's 16 minutes, 17 seconds. And according to the Dow Jones number, we should go 56% into that, which is 9 minutes, 17 seconds. Let's go ahead and take a look at what she said.
Specific that you think, for those who say.
We will disqualify this one because it was not showing the speaker.
Personnel, whatever that is.
Is there a fault?
And we will disqualify this one as well because it is not showing only the speaker. Any video that doesn't show the speaker in its entirety for 10 seconds, we're disqualifying.
Jobs, because, at the same time that we're experiencing this tremendous economic growth.
Here's where YouTube threw up an ad, and obviously I'll edit this out.
People are still struggling. Even those employed people who can't afford housing, who are being pinched.
Okay, so there's our first full 10-second clip. Now let's do one from Kari Lake.
What you mean by sending the National Guard.
We will disqualify that one. Doesn't show Kari Lake in its entirety.
We've taken plans to some of these cities for affordable housing. Lay it out and we said, we can build this for you and get a whole bunch of affordable housing. And some of the cities will come back and say, well.
Okay, so there's our 10-second strip. And that's our methodology. Let's just go through the rest now.